What was your favorite series you worked on and why?
I would say my favorite one was, it's a movie that's coming.
Okay.
It's called A Star is Born with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. I got a role in this. I'm working with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper is the director. I know, these are big things, okay? And I'm a small-town diva from a small town called Paris, Texas.
What
and
was it like working with
honey,
them?
everything.
Yeah?
Everything. And the role is going to be super fun. I play like her drag mom in the thing. And like, I can't tell you everything about the movie, but I will say she is, like I said, you meet people and you hope that they're like how you've imagined them in your head.
How did you...
And she was that.
How did you get involved with that project? Because she's a Drag Race fan. I know that she was on, she made an appearance on one of the past seasons.
Mm-hmm. It was season 9. She was in the first episode of season 9, which was everything.
So did she kind of like pick you out, or did you have to audition?
Okay. Here's what went down. I'm telling y'all this. This is the first time I told this story. It's a good story, too. So originally, the audition was for a drag zombie Marilyn Monroe.
Wow.
They wanted a drag zombie Marilyn Monroe impersonator. So my agent calls me and goes, "It's a new movie, and they want drag zombie Marilyn Monroe." And I said, "Baby, I'm not going to be able to go." Mm-hmm. And he said, "Why?" I said, I mean, drag zombie, I don't look like nothing like Marilyn Monroe. Sometimes you just got to know that's not going to be the role for me. I'm not going to waste my time on my drag. I don't know what I was feeling. I was on the road, and I was just, it was casting for Marilyn Monroe. I didn't feel like I'm Marilyn Monroe. I'm not going to get the job. Mm-hmm. So they saw the people, and then they, about a month later, said they were still recasting. Bobby Campbell, who's Gaga's manager, had sent me an email and said, "Shangela, we hear," because I met Bobby at a party in L.A. once, okay? And he's fantastic and amazing and has done great things with Gaga, of course. So he's like, "We hear you don't want to come in for the role." And I said, "Bobby, it's for drag zombie Marilyn Monroe."
Right.
That's just, and he goes, "Well, they've changed it. And they're now looking at Black Marilyns." I said, "Oh, Black Marilyn. Now, Black Marilyn I could do."
Sign me up.
So I went, and he goes, "And LG and I would really like to see you come in at least and audition for the role." Oh, well, if LG wants, I'm hoping that stands for Lady Gaga. If
I was
LG,
going to say, is that what you call her? Are you guys this tight?
No, that's what he calls her in an email. So he said, LG would like to at least see you come in for the role. And I'd known her because I did her Applause lyric music video that she came to West Hollywood and filmed herself at the time. Cool. So I went in, auditioned, and it was, the role was just going to be singing this, "I want to be loved by you," all that. I had the white dress. I went in, girl, I was excited. I didn't want to mess it up because LG had asked me to come in, LG.
Right.
So did the audition, left. A couple days later, my agent calls me, and he said, "Okay, so Black Marilyn, you didn't get the role. They decided to change it again to Etta James now or something." Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh man, I really, wanted that job. And it's LA, it's Hollywood.
Of course.
You win some, you lose some. He goes, "But here's the good news. They liked you so much, they've decided to give you a role, a speaking role, a larger role in the film."
What was your reaction?
Oh, jaw to the floor, mama.
Yeah.
Jaw to the floor. I was cracked. I was excited. I wanted to cry. I probably peed myself. It was just, I was like, what? Because, when you get to speak, hallelujah, first of all, the checks are going to be better. Okay, mm-hmm. Hallelujah. And then second of all, it was just like, you're kidding me right now. And so I was originally just scheduled to do one day of filming. I went in, did the filming, and had such a good time on set. Bradley comes to me, okay? This is BC. That's what we'll call it, but really it's Bradley Cooper.
B-Coops.
B-Kids, yeah, B-Coops, the BC. Before Christ and Cooper had come to me, he goes, "Now, Shangela," I can call you Shangela, right? I said, "Yes, please, Mr. Cooper. Yes, thank you, Mr. Cooper. Call me Shangela." He says, "Now, this is, your world. You know this. There's a script, and it's great. But feel free to kind of be you. Mm-hmm. Do you, and if it's too much, I'll pull you back." And, I'm the girl who is sometimes too much. So he goes, "And I'll pull you back, okay? So let's see how you do." Action. He's a director. Mm-hmm. I did me. Girl, when it was over, he comes up to me. He said, Shan, Shan, that was perfect. Do it again. Go further. Oh, thank you, Mr. Cooper. Thank you, Mr. Cooper. Honey, I was hanging with Mr. Cooper. And so...
Did you call him that the whole time?
Mr. Cooper?
Yeah.
Woo! Thank you, Mr. Cooper. So he did it, and then so when it was done, they come and we had a break, right? You know, they're moving cameras around and setting stuff up. So in the dressing room, it's me, LG, and some of LG's friends, of course. Richie's there, her choreographer, amazing friend of hers, and Bobby, and one of the other stars of the film. And we're sitting there just having a convo, kicking it with LG, who's so sweet. Like, you know, she could go hide in her trailer and be like, I'm a star. She was just so down to earth, and she was so nice to all the girls on set. And so, you know, I'm taking this opportunity. I'm kicking it with LG. I want to tell her every story I ever had. I want to kick it. And I'm just, you know, doing Shangela, telling stories and going in, and she's dying laughing. And she's going like this, so she goes, oh, Shan, tell it again. Richie, come listen. Shan's going to tell her the story. Shan, tell it, Shan. And so to LG, I'm Shan, which I live, okay?
Really?
Yes. And so at the end of the day, Bradley, B. Coops, Mr. Cooper, and LG asked me, this is a true story. I'm not making none of this up, not trying to flatter myself, and this is a true story. They said, Shan, we've had so much fun with you today on set. There's a role tomorrow. We want to add some things to you and ask you to come back tomorrow and do it. Now, I was booked in Dallas. I had a show. I said, baby, I have a show. I'm not the girl who cancels. LG herself said, Shan, I wouldn't ask you to cancel anything that you are doing, but I have so much fun with you today. I would love if you would come back tomorrow. Oh, bitch, I had to call Dallas.
Yeah.
I said, baby, I'm going to get y'all a fill-in who's going to be lovely, and I am going with LG. So I got to come back the next day.
Wow.
Film a scene. It was just me, my friend Willem, B, C, and LG, just the four of us in the scene. It's sickening. Oh, I hope it makes the cut, which I feel it did, because anyhow,
that's a huge opportunity for you to be able to come back and, like, you know, work with them again.
Sister, I lived. I had the best time on that set, and they've moved the movie release to October, I think, to be considered for award season, however that Hollywood works.
2018?
Of 2018,
okay.
Yes, indeed. But anyhow, the film's going to be great. October 2018 is the current release time. Check it out. Of course, it's a remake. It's called A Star is Born. And I would say to date, that was my favorite experience on camera.
And you had a great experience working with the two of them and all that stuff.
Oh, Mamacita. I loved it. Now, this is a funny story. In the dressing room, one of the girls had gotten really comfortable, you know, as people, because LG made everybody feel comfortable. So we're sitting there, and she and I are talking, as LG and Shan would do, just sitting there talking, just kicking it, right? And
You're
she
friends.
says, and this random girl says, who felt, you know, on the end with the girls. She turns over, she goes, Stephanie. And LG goes, oh, honey, no. Not unless we're family or between the sheets, okay? LG, Lady Gaga, anything else, all works. You know, the girl thought, I'm going to call her by her real name because we're homegirls like that now. And she's like, But she was so kind. You know, that's just something. You know, people ask me all the time, do you want me to call Shangela? Do you want me to call he, she, her, a DJ? What do we call you? I say, honey, anything except prostitute. But obviously, you don't want to go just calling Lady Gaga Stephanie, honey, unless you know her. Okay. Even I don't call that woman Stephanie. But I call her Joanne. Now that I will do.
That's a little different, I think.
She's fab, though. The ultimate, like, sweetest, most embodied. I asked her, because, you know, we're sitting there, and we had this moment. I said, how do you know, I travel a lot, not anyway on the level that you do. But sometimes I find myself just, like, exhausted and overwhelmed, and I forget stuff. How do you keep up with all your memories? Like, how do you remember everything? And she goes, I'm going to tell you like this, Shan. Look around this room. You see my friends? Bobby, Richie. These are people who have been with me for years and years and years. They hold all of my memories. When I look at them like I'm looking at you, Amber, I will always remember this Life and Style Facebook ad. Because we're having such a good time, and all the fans out there who are watching, thank you. And that's what she did. She said, they keep my memories. And she also has a warehouse. She actually has 2 warehouses where all of her costumes that she's loved and worn over the years are kept. you know how Beyonce keeps all those videos in like the Smithsonian or something? Well, Gaga has warehouses. I told her, well, I want to give guided tours. Can I just be like the TMC bus and drive around people on a golf cart and show them all your costumes? She's like, Shan. She's so pretty.
That'd be a fun little job for
Right?
you. Do you keep in touch with her now? Now the project's over?
I have no contact info for Lady Gaga, trust me. However, I'm excited for the premiere. I hope I get to go to the carpet. I went to see her Joanne tour in LA, which was phenomenal. A lot of my friends are backup dancers for her. The dance captain, Asiel, is a great friend of mine. And so with that, Perry Meek, who first introduced me to the Gaga family, who was her costume designer for years, a great friend of mine as well. And so I have 6 degrees of separation, and I've hung out with her, but I don't have the contact info. When I get that number, girl, that's what I can call her, Stephanie.
There you go. What about with Bradley? Have you guys spoke since the project wrapped?
He probably ran from me because I chased him down on set my last day for a picture, and like I know I look crazy because I didn't have the wig on or nothing. I was like, Brad, Mr. Cooper. He was like,
Who is this person?
Who is this? But he was very sweet, and I will be stalking him again. Okay, sexiest man.